Hello everyone, welcome to Unicorn Dust Designs. If you're like, girl, why are you showing me white cabinets? It is because in today's video we are going to be going through what's left of my Dollar Tree stash and doing some high-end DIYs with them. So we're going to use our Dollar Tree products as our base, our skeleton, and then we're going to use all of our fun products to enhance them. Now we have one more section of Dollar Tree too. All of this is all the glass stuff, and I've been holding on to these. I'm sure you guys see them all the time, and once upon a time I bought 3 purple, and I'm like, what am I going to do with these purple? But I have an idea, so let's go ahead and get started with this video, you guys. Since we started off with the candles, we're going to do our candles. I'm going to take a pot and fill it with some water, put it on the stove, and we're going to bring that to a simmer. And just so you know, I have one dedicated pot that I use for crafting, and I got it at like the thrift store. So just an idea for y'all. I went on Amazon and I actually got these like little lavender bits, and then this candle making box, which was like super inexpensive, and some lavender essential oil. Now, you don't need any of this if you don't want your candles to be scented, but I wanted them to be a little bougie. So I'm going to take all these different vessels. I have a teacup and saucer. I have some Dollar Tree little things. And then I have these containers that I got at a garage sale for 25 cents that I've literally had for probably 4 years sitting downstairs. And we have our candles. So while the water is simmering, I'm going to take the little stems. Why am I drawing a blank of what they're? The wicks. I put the little sticker on the bottom, and then I'm going to place them in all of, well, okay, maybe it wasn't that strong. All of my little vessels, and they come with different lengths. So I used the short one for majority of them, and then I used this longer one for these bigger jars. And they worked out great. You could also reuse the wick that are in your Dollar Tree candles. So now that this has been brought to a simmer, I am going to place my candles in here. Please use caution when using a stove, hot water, and all of that good stuff. You guys should know the rules, okay? And I think I didn't time it, you guys. I want to say about 30 minutes. Now, while that was simmering, I got hot water. I put all my vessels into a pan, and I'm going to pour that hot water in there as high as I can get it. And the reason I do this is because you want your vessels to be warm when pouring that wax in. If they're cold, your wax is going to separate from the like outside of the vessel. So you guys, I've never played with the essential oils and stuff. So I just guesstimated how much to put in these candles. I took the wicks out, poured some of the oil in, and then used a little skewer and stirred it up. And now I thought I would keep this in here. That's mine, you guys. That's my hunka burning love right there. They are removing the popcorn ceiling. Okay, so now I'm going to take an oven mitt. I'm going to take the paper towel, a towel, and I am just going to pour that melted wax into my vessel. Now, I thought that those sticky things on the bottom of our wicks was going to keep them upright. They do not. So have some skewers from Dollar Tree set aside, break them in half to hold your wick up. Then taking the lavender bits, I put them in there right away to see if they were going to sink or float. They definitely sunk, but at least it'll be throughout the entire candle. Now, once the candle started hardening, I sprinkled the lavender bits on top and then lightly, very lightly, pressed them in. Now, some of these I press a little too hard and there's like a little divot in there, but you know, these are handmade, literally. And I don't know if I'm doing this the right way or not, you guys, but it was fun. And it was a great way of using all of these Dollar Tree candles that I've kept in my stash forever. And look at how fun these turned out. And you guys, some of these items, like one set of the teacup and the saucer was 99 cents at Goodwill. I have some of the Dollar Tree items, and then some of them were only 25 cents from a garage sale. So it just shows you sometimes you can get things for less expensive not shopping at the Dollar Tree. But nonetheless, we used up 4 items from my glass stash in the bedroom, and I love how they turned out. So we're gonna have to tag these up and stick them in the booth. We're gonna use either all or just like a couple of these shelves. Do you guys remember these? They might even still sell them. They were, you know, the bamboo looking like boho shelves. Well, at one point, I guess I connected. Oh, here's what they look like when they come. And then I guess I connected 2 together at some point. So we're going to upcycle these into some cute signage. I already have them open, so let's play around with them. 2 of the shelves, we are going to go into the melange paint inlay booklet. This is a great booklet for those of you starting out because there are so many little pieces. There are bigger images on here too, but there are a lot of smaller ones. So we are going to take our boards first, and we are going to take some oh no, just kidding. We are going to take split wood beads, and we are going to use these to cover all of our holes. You could also use molds as well. And I am going to be using my tight bond wood glue and some hot glue. And I'm going to adhere these to all of the little wood shelves that we're going to be working with today. Then taking letterpress gray, I'm going to mix that with a small amount of salt wash. I'm going to take my chippy brush and I'm going to go around basically the outside. I'm going to like frame off these 2 shelves right here with the salt wash just to add a little texture because I do want them to have an aged look at the end. So once that's completely dry, I'm going to take Prom Queen, which is this beautiful like powdery blue. You guys, I used this for liquid patina and didn't wash it out all the way, so it was super stiff. I know y'all have done it and you feel me. So I'm going to paint the sides and the front. I don't think it's necessary to paint the back of these. And then I'm going to grab my paint inlays. You guys, I have learned the trick of using these paint inlays finally. It only took me long enough, you guys. It's about a year, but I got it. So we're going to put on that second layer of Prom Queen. Now, the clay-based paints dry very fast, and you want wet paint when applying your paint inlay. So what I've learned to do is spritz the paint and spritz the paint inlay and then lay it down. I think the problem I had was that my paint was drying way too fast. So this ensures that it stays moist. So as you can see, I took plastic wrap, I pushed it down, and then I spritzed my water on top of it. And taking my paper towel, I'm going to push it back down. Once they are completely dry, I just dry mine with a heat gun. I don't actually like wait for it to dry. I was going to say dry by air. Yeah, that sounds right. Okay, so I spritzed it. I pushed the paper towel into it. And when you're wetting, oh, you guys, look at this. Oh my gosh. When you are wetting your paper, you're basically reactivating the paper and the paint so it peels off effortlessly. And look at that. Oh my gosh, the image was so vibrant. And just for those of you in the back row, one more time, we need this because these came out so good. You guys, I finally got the hang of these paint inlays here, and it came out gorga. Now that those are dry, I'm going to take a sanding block and I'm going to sand where I had put all that salt wash. And that's going to bring up like the gray again and some of the color of the shelf as well, like that pale wood color. And of course, because I can never stop, I just got to add more. I'm going to take my texture stamp. I put stone gray on there, and I am going to put that sporadically on top of the image and around the image just to give it a more distressed look. And taking that nautical rope that jute cord that we took off of the shelving, we are going to use those on top for our hangers. So we were able to repurpose some of that. And I'm going to clear all of my signs with liquid patina. I have been finding myself reaching for this versus Big Top or wax lately because I'm finding that this is like a true matte. Big Top gives you a little bit of a sheen, and then the wax deepens your color just a bit. And I feel like the liquid patina gives you the matte and it dries down to its original color, which I'm totally digging. Now we had a third shelf here. So I'm going to show you, I'm going to do this one before I reveal all of them. I'm going to take Queen Bee and we're going to paint this one front and sides, not the back. After it's completely dry, I am going to take several stamps. I'm going to take letterpress, Queen Bee, and the apothecary stamp. I'm going to spell out what I want beforehand. Also using, like I said, the apothecary stamp. I even got to use the little fingers in there. Oh my gosh, it was so cute. And I am going to take my, what is it called? Stamp mount. And I'm going to pick that up. I love this stamp mount because it's able to pick up a lot all at once. And you can use the grids to help you adjust things so that they're nice and straight. I'm going to use my black permanent ink and I'm going to then flip it on around and I'm going to press it down. I'm going to hold it down with one hand and push it down with the other. And these letters have like a distressed look to them already. So it was absolute perfection. After I lift that up, I'll do the bee on the left side and then I finish the sweet up there. And because we always have to add, something else, I'm going to go into that textured stamp set. Once again, there's 4 different textures in that set. And I'm going to put this all over the sign to give it a little crackle finish. Isn't that the cutest ever? I take my ink pad and I'm going to just press that on the sides and then on those little split beads just to make it look a little bit more distressed. I'm going to take that jute cord and we're going to use that as our hanger as well. That was not working for me. Let's flip that around. And there we go. And I did clear this one, of course, with liquid patina as well. And you would never ever know that these were Dollar Tree shelves looking at them. Look at how gorgeous and bright that paint inlay turned out. I love the textured stamp in the background, and we were able to make use out of that jute cord we took off of the shelves. And then the Sweet Honey one, you guys, is so cute. So take out some of that stuff you have in your Dollar Tree stash, okay? And let's make it work for us because we can create some high-end home decor DIYs, mixing those Dollar Tree items in with our amazing high-end products. All right. So I got these at Dollar Tree. You guys don't ask me when I got this stuff because I don't know, but these are Dollar Tree. And I figured let's take a bunch of like scrap pieces and turn these into cute like little like shelf sitters with quotes on them. So I'm going to start off by taking this bee. This is from the Bricante transfer book. And I'm just going to push it down with a little wood popsicle stick from Dollar Tree. After that completely releases, I am then going to burnish it. This means I'm just rubbing that transfer into the glass, making sure that it is nice and adhered. I found this little random flower from the Wander book, and I'm going to put that on top. Now taking my apothecary stamps, I chose the saying, be kind, B-E-E kind. And I am going to stamp that on there. These are really easy to wipe off and redo, as long as it's obviously not dry. Now taking a resin mold that was already made, I painted it with crinoline, and while that was wet, I'm taking Kissing Booth and I am going to paint the raised parts of this mold, top it with some gold gilded wax, but of course, because this is one of my DIYs, and I am going to attach that with Tight Bond and hot glue. Now for our next one, I am going to use, I have tons of random pieces from the Whispering Willow transfer. So I'm going to take this big mushroom and I'm going to have that curved up the side. And these transfers, you guys, do great on curved surfaces. So definitely don't be scared. And then I'm going to take my apothecary stamp once again, stamp that up, and I am going to put Grow Wild on there. Now I thought it needed something up top right there, that top right. So I'm going to take this mold. This one's from the Primitive mold, and I'm going to paint it with some cake batter and queen bee, top it with some gold wax, glue that on, and look at how adorable these little shelf sitters are. Oh my gosh, I'm glad I finally got them out. I think I have more of them too, so I'll have to see how these sell like this and then make more. But it was a great way of using some of those scrap transfer items, molds I already had made, and they turned out so incredibly cute. Okay, for our final one. If you guys have a Dollar Tree stash, then you have to have Dollar Tree canvases. I know I do. Some of you probably got them in some orders from me, but I'm going to give this one 2 coats of white swan. These are perfect for $1.25 to make your own art pieces. Yes, ma'am. And I am going to grab Adrian's Girls, I think it is, this beautiful decoupage paper. I do have this in stock. And I'm going to go ahead and just kind of push it down on the sides to see where I need to remove the excess paper. And to do that, I'm going to take a watered paintbrush here. I don't want straight cut lines. I want it to be a little bit worn. Now that I got it cut down to size, I'm going to put it over my canvas. Look at how great that white swan covered up that black lettering. I'm going to take liquid patina, put a healthy coat on the back, and then I'm going to lay that back down and use my plastic wrap to smooth out my image. I'm going to repeat that step all the way down, and you'll see, you can see white around the edges from where I ripped the paper, but that's okay because we will end up blending some color into that. Once we got that paper adhered, we're going to take some more liquid patina. I'm going to hit all those edges to make sure all of that paper is adhered and not sticking up. And then I will also do it on the rest of the front of it as well. Now I'm going to take some Marquee. This is actually fire starter and chocolate, layered chocolate. I mixed them together, and since the color of her hair was more prominent throughout the image, I decided I would use it to go around the entire canvas instead of leaving it white. And this was a great way of kind of blending everything in and making a nice little border. You'll see I go around, I use my finger to kind of blend it. And you guys, this is like a great way of just having fun with a canvas that's way less expensive than getting it somewhere else. And you can do a lot of mixed media with these, have fun with all of your decoupage paper, and it's fairly easy to do. So then I cleared it with liquid patina, my paints. I probably could have just done that all in one step, but look at how pretty. So $1.25 Dollar Tree canvas, and we turned it into our own special art piece. And this can be done with any of your decoupage papers, rice papers, stamps. All you got to do is cover that image on there, and look at how gorgeous she is and this turned out. Oh my goodness. Hey everybody. Okay, so checking in at the end of the video, I just wanted to say thank you guys so much for all of the love and the support in the comments. For my last video, you guys are absolutely amazing and so encouraging. So very encouraging. Like, you guys definitely keep me going and keep me motivated here on YouTube. So thank you so much for being a part of this community and being a part of my life. They just thank you so much. It meant a lot to me reading all of your guys' comments, and I appreciate you all so very much. I am doing better this week. The kids are doing great. Everly just celebrated her 9th birthday, so I didn't have a video on Tuesday. I thought I would, but she had her birthday party on Sunday, and then like she had her actual birthday on Monday, and John's birthday is this week too. It's actually on today, Friday. And so it's been go, go, go. And then of course my dad is still here. He's here until next Tuesday. So I'm just trying to take full advantage of having him here and hanging out and doing things with him and the kids. He leaves, like I said, next Tuesday. So we'll see about getting my schedule back in order. But thank you guys for always hanging out with me and being a part of my videos and my day. And I appreciate you all so much. Have an amazing weekend with your friends and family. Make sure to like, subscribe, and comment. Bye.